What's the very first thing you see there below you?
It's just black, like I'm in the middle of space.
Okay. Is there any lights around you at all?
Yes.
Okay. And do you feel like you're in space?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely. Okay.
Hmm.
And what do you see around you? Describe what else there is.
Stars.
Okay. Any planets or moons?
Yes. Both. Yes.
Okay. And what are you closest to?
It's like a planet or a star. It's
Okay.
white. It's very bright.
White and very bright. Excellent. Let's move closer, knowing that nothing can harm you, and let's go explore this white and very bright planet or star. You can move as fast as you want to, and tell me when we're right up beside it.
I feel like I'm touching it, but it's hard to see it.
Okay. Now, just relax. We don't need to push. We'll allow it to come. Use your knowing. Ask for clarity. And tell me what you're experiencing now as you touch this bright, glowing object.
Mm. I feel light.
Okay. And do you mean that you feel light coming into you? You feel like you're touching light, or do you feel that you are light? What do you mean when you say you feel light?
I'm trying to tell if I feel like lighter, like less dense, but
Hmm.
I can't tell if I have a body or not.
Well, let's have a look. Do you have hands or feet?
Yeah, I have feet,
Okay.
but
And
they're
what
not
are,
really like feet.
oh, interesting. What are they like?
Like a crystalline structure or like a light body kind of thing.
Okay. So your feet,
There's strands of light forming like a pattern.
so your whole body is like strands of light that seem to form like a crystalline pattern?
I think so.
Wow, that's very interesting. Okay. Do you have a feeling for if you're a male or female or none of that?
I feel mostly female,
Okay.
very
Okay.
female actually. Yeah,
Okay. All
or
right.
just very feminine,
Hmm.
not so much female. It's not the right word.
Right. Right. Like a feminine energy.
Yes,
Okay. Sort of like we would say that the sun seems male and the earth seems female, but they
yes,
aren't really. Okay.
yeah.
All right. And let's talk about this bright glowing thing that you're next to. What do you feel your connection is to that?
It feels good here.
Okay. Is this a place you've been before?
Yes,
Okay. Is it a place that you come often as this being that you are now?
it feels like I haven't been here in a long time.
Okay.
It's almost like it's really unfamiliar, but I know it, and it's like I can't remember why I know it.
Okay. And is there anyone else around you at all? You feel anyone or see anyone? Any other presence of any kind?
No, I feel like I'm alone here.
Okay. And do you feel any type of a personality or entity coming off of this glowing object that you're near? Is it alive in any way or is it not?
Yeah, it's very bright light, like it's radiating this like white light, and
Oh,
it's
it
like
sounds.
pulsing energy,
What type of energy?
very high,
Mhm.
good energy.
A high, sweet vibration?
Yes.
How does it make you feel as you're bathed in this energy? You're standing next to it.
Just very light and good.
Okay. And do you feel like you can communicate with this at all?
I think I could try.
Try it. See if it wants to talk, if it has anything to say. Just connect. Use your knowing. Know that we're all one. Reach out to it. Allow your mind to become one with it. Does it feel male or female to you?
It feels like neither.
Okay. And would we say that this is a star or a planet or just a spot of light?
It might just be a spot of light, but I
Okay.
think it's saying that it understands why I'm so not confused, but having a hard time understanding where I am because it's very, very far away from where I
Right.
just came from.
Right. And it understands this?
It knows that I don't know where I am, that I
Right.
can't fathom where I am because it's so far away.
Ask it if it can help to bring clarity and why you've been brought to this place.
All it said was, "You asked."
So say, who are you and what are you?
Oh, it's my, it's like my vehicle that I travel through space on.
Is that a maybe like a Merkaba or is it more like more of a spaceship?
It's more of a Merkaba than a spaceship, but it doesn't look like what I thought a Merkaba looked like.
How interesting.
Oh, now it's telling me that the magic carpet was just a shuttle
Oh,
to my main mode of transportation.
so can you get inside of it? How do you use it? How does it work?
I'm kind of like merging with it now.
Ah,
It's like
sounds wonderful.
it's so not like Earth, it's so not physical.
Right.
that I can't get inside of it or just sit on it and hold on to it.
Hmm.
I just have to merge with it, and I feel like I'm starting to.
Okay. So,
Like I'm expanding.
wow, that's so cool. Okay. And so this vehicle, it knows you, right?
Oh yeah.
You guys have a history, right?
Yeah, we definitely do.
And you say you haven't visited it in a long time, though. Does it miss you? Is it glad that you're back?
It is, but there's no time here, and
Right.
it it's very like I almost said playful, but it's more like um it feels a little more masculine than earlier when I said it was neither. It's like
Right.
it's a little bit it's got a sense of humor, but like it's like it
It's
it's bigger
happy.
than me. Like yeah, yeah.
How big is it?
Um it's not that big. It's like um to me it feels like a small star or planet, but
Mhm.
it's smaller than the room I'm in right now, or it could probably fit in the
Okay.
room.
And as you merged with it, you felt yourself becoming the same size?
No, I just become like part of it.
Okay.
Like we expand to like a
Mhm.
bigger light body.
Okay. And are you now fully merged with it such that you could begin to travel somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's hit the jets and engage and see where it wants to take you.
Okay.
Where do we want to go today? And let's be in that place now. And as you arrive at your destination, tell me what you're experiencing.
We're just like floating through the cosmos and looking at all the pretty stars. Like it feels like we're going slow,
Okay.
but I know we're not.
Well, we don't want it to be overwhelming, right? And this vehicle, does it feel like it is part of you, or is it just a vehicle? It's a separate thing that you use as you need to.
It's kind of like a protective orb so that I don't feel like my spirit is just exposed in space and just floating loose.
Right, right.
Like it's like a shell.
So it's there to
And
comfort you, protect you, keep you safe.
yeah, and it like does the work for me of taking me where I need to go so I don't need to just find it myself.
That's wonderful. And how about the sensation of travel and movement? What does that feel like? Do you feel anything?
Yeah, I just feel like a light little bubble floating through space.
Okay. And
It's
so
not
as you go ahead.
it's not hot or cold or anything.
Mhm,
It's just
mhm. And there's no
it's
controls, right? You just how do you make it?
no, it's just moving. It's like
All right.
it's
Does it have a
completely
name?
and I I feel like it's saying Andromeda, but I don't know if that could
Okay.
be right because that's a galaxy. But it's saying yes, I'm from the Andromeda galaxy.
Oh, okay. So it's saying
It is not saying
it's
I
from
am.
Andromeda. Okay.
I think so. I don't know if I think I need to ask for more clarity
Ask
on
for more
that.
clarity.
Okay.
This vehicle's here for you, right? It's going to be happy to help. So we want to say, are you from Andromeda or is it from Andromeda?
Okay. Yeah, it says yes. Originally, I'm the
Both
orb.
are.
No, not me. It said,
Oh,
yes, the orb is originally from Andromeda.
okay. Ask if it knows where you're originally from and how you two came to be connected.
It's acting like it's this funny bus driver. It's really funny.
Sit back and put your seatbelt on. Keep your hands in the windows.
It's like it's like there's no human in it, but it's like it has its hand on this like one hand on like a steering wheel. And it's like, well, originally I'm from Andromeda, but I picked you up, and it's trying to tell me where it picked me up.
Yes, where did it pick you up?
It's almost like it's saying that I was just kind of floating through space
Right.
aimlessly, and it saw me and was like, need a ride somewhere.
Oh wow, that's so awesome. Is
And
this
I
the
was like, I don't know.
is this the first time you've gotten a ride from this vehicle? Or have you ridden in it before?
I think I've been in it before.
Okay. And
It's
does that
almost like I kind of get lost and it knows to come find me. Like the magic carpet
right?
got me off in the middle of space, and it was like, oh, I better go get her.
She's
She's
out floating
wandering
around
around
again.
again. Yeah, which makes so much sense.
That's
Like
super cool.
it's mirroring my earthly life
How so?
because I don't have a lot of direction and I like to wander around Earth,
Right,
and
right.
I don't have like a clear path that
Sure.
I can see anyway. And yeah, it's taking me in like a straight line, which almost like bothers me because I zig and zag.
Maybe that's why you need it.
I
That's
think
why it's
so.
helpful.
Yeah.
Because you would never get anywhere without this vehicle.
No, I would just be lost in space and anyone could pick me up.
Oh, right, right. So it's going to make sure that you're taken care of so that the wrong people don't come by and pick you up as well.
Yeah, and that's why I feel feminine,
Hmm.
almost like just a piece of the divine feminine. Like
Hmm.
I don't have a container when it's just feminine, but
Hmm.
this kind of masculine um, orb had to come help me. But in order for me to go to it, it had to not be totally masculine. It had to be neutral, or
Hmm.
I probably would have run away. But
Oh, sure. So
it's
it has that
helping.
ability to kind of take on what it needs to be in a moment.
Yes, it knows that I need some structure from it, or like some help finding my way, or I'm just gonna float
Hmm.
and get lost and forget where I was going.
Does this
And
vehicle pick up other people also, or just you? I mean, is it out there for everyone, or is this just the Emily vehicle?
well, right now I'm the only one, but I think he says that he's a he's like a bus for wanderers.
Okay. Now, one of your questions was, "Are you a wanderer?" So
I
let's
think I got that answered.
we'll say yes, I guess.
I think I knew that anyway.
Mm-hmm. Well, sometimes it's nice to have clarification and validation for some of the things
Yeah,
that are tickling at the edge of our brain, and we can fully integrate it with a better knowing, right?
yeah, and I feel now that it's not a bad thing.
Hmm.
It's not at all. It's neutral, but on Earth, it's pretty looked down upon.
What's looked down upon?
Just kind of being a wanderer,
Oh,
like a
right.
vagabond or whatever.
Right, because we're supposed to be on a mission, right? We're supposed to be
and
doing something
we're
with our
supposed to
time
be,
instead of.
yeah, we're supposed to be working and
Mhm.
living
But,
somewhere.
but maybe that's not true. Maybe it's just we're here to just see where life takes us and enjoy experience.
Yes, but we can't just see where life takes us, and that's why this bus had to come get me, because something had to, and it might as well. It wants to take me somewhere
Let's go.
specific because I do have a mission, and I'm not supposed to just float around space.
Okay. And we're heading towards that destination right now. Is that right?
Yeah, we've been moving in like a completely straight line towards a really big planet that looks, it looks like a moon to me right now, but it's not the moon.
Hmm.
It's not the moon we know. It's
Hmm. Do you think it is a moon, or is it just a kind of a barren type of planet that reminds you?
no, oh no, it's a planet with life.
Hmm. Oh, there's life on it?
I can't see it yet, but we're getting closer and
Okay.
closer.
Well, we want to thank this vehicle for the ride and
Oh yeah,
and make sure it's here to take
I
us
love
back
this
as well.
vehicle. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love this vehicle.
All right. Now let's ask
Oh,
the vehicle as well. Can you read? Is there an easy way for you to return to it at any time you might want to, without maybe needing my help?
he just says, "I'll be here waiting." Like he knows I'm gonna get lost again.
Right. Is this something you could visit in by meditating or in the dream world, or what's the most common way for you to connect with this vehicle? How would you do it on purpose?
He says that he'll just be there whenever I need him, and
Hmm.
I don't really need to call on him while I'm down on Earth. It's,
Hmm.
there's transportation there, so I I should stay there when I'm there, and
Hmm.
when it's time to travel again, he'll just be there.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. And I just want to check, is there a name for the vehicle or the driver or anything that we could use to address him with other than vehicle?
He was like, "You can call me Al," and then he was like, "Or whatever you want,"
I like
like it
Al.
was like it was a joke.
Yeah,
Um,
like that song, Call Me Al.
exactly, but
Well, that
yeah,
works.
he's like Al from Andromeda.
Al from Andromeda, Andromeda Al,
Yeah,
the the bus driver.
yes, the bus driver between the galaxies.
Well, very nice to meet you, Al. I'm Kelly. This is Emily. I'm evidently you already know Emily.
He just
And
kind of like, he kind of tipped his hat to you like a bus driver would.
that's so wonderful. Very easy to relate to.
Yes,
It
he
seems
did
like
that on
that's,
purpose.
yeah, I was gonna say it seems like that's part of its function is to be easy to relate to whoever comes across him, so that they will feel comfortable.
Yeah, I get the sense that he just does that to whoever he picks up from whatever planet, whatever their equivalent of to
Hmm.
that person of a bus driver would be like.
Yeah, yeah. Does he always look like a glowing ball of light?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
He said
And
you'll recognize me.
oh, okay. And did he ever have a life as an incarnated being on on Andromeda? Was he always just a bus, or was he something else before that? Let's
He
get to know
says he's not even really a soul.
him. Hmm.
He's really just a mode of transportation, like a
Okay. Almost like a
like a
machine.
protective. No, he's not a machine. He's just like kind of a bubble of light that appears
Hmm.
and, yeah, just kind of darts around space, and you know I'm seeing him like go invisible when he's not in use,
Mhm.
and just, I don't know, be
Okay.
star particles or something.
And when
And
he
then
first, Mhm.
and then he just reforms whenever and wherever he needs to. And I just saw him turn pink to like pick up a little girl kind of energy, like a Barbie car or, whatever
Right,
vehicle.
right. Whatever will make the
Mhm.
most sense to the writer.
Yeah.
Okay. And when Al first came into being, um, did he come directly from Source and he was sent to Andromeda, or did beings from Andromeda cause him to come into being? How did he first start out?
Oh, the Andromedans
Hmm.
kind of invented him or made him
Okay.
to help them go to other places.
Okay. So all Andromedans would have a similar vehicle, or would just use this particular vehicle?
Um, it's just when they need to go somewhere
Mhm.
out of their galaxy, they,
So Al can go faster than like a spaceship could.
yeah, but it doesn't feel like you're going fast.
Mm.
But it sounds like, yeah, maybe it's like there's many of them, but they're all one. Like
Mhm.
maybe they take on many, like
Mhm.
a shapeshifter, but like
Mhm.
their energy, they can be anywhere and they can take on as many forms at a time, but there is no time, and
Right, right.
it's
But
hard
we
to,
appreciate you for communicating in ways that us Earthlings can understand. But we know that it's
yes.
not 100% right. What I'm
Oh,
hearing is that you could pick up one person, you could pick up 100, or you could pick up 1,000, whatever you need the situation called for.
he says that's correct.
All right, thank you so much, sir. And there's still beings on Andromeda now.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And are they of the light, of the darkness? Are they a mixture? Can you tell me about their society?
I think he said we'll go there later or something, but
Oh, right.
we're very
Okay.
far. Yeah, we're very far from there right now.
Okay. So for now, let's go look at this planet. Is Al able to go down to the planet, or does he just dump you off and we'll hop on the magic carpet and come back up or whatever?
Um,
Can he go down?
no, I kind of see myself like parachuting
Okay.
off of him and landing, not landing yet, but I'm in like a pink mist. Like the sky is very pink
Hmm.
and I'm just floating through it.
Okay. Is there clouds, or is it just like our sky is blue and you're saying the whole sky is pink?
Yeah, it looks pink.
Okay.
There are some clouds that are kind of like white and blue and purple.
Hmm. All right. And as we're drifting down and we're looking at the land below us, what's it like? You said there was life on this planet?
Oh yeah, there's like, I can't tell yet if it's like a city,
Hmm.
but there's a lot of civilization.
Hustle and bustle that you can kind of just sense with your knowing, but can't see.
Uh, I wouldn't call it hustle and bustle. It's
Hmm.
not stressful.
Oh, so it's very laid back, peaceful, relaxed type of vibe?
A
What's the
little bit,
vibe?
but
Yeah.
yeah, it seems not like not like Jamaica style, but like like they get stuff done and um
But it's a
they're
slower pace of life?
I- I'm not on the ground yet, but it
Okay.
feels like they yeah, it's much slower than on Earth, but it's like they get everything done. They just don't
Mhm.
stress about it.
So they're more like you.
Um, no,
They're
I
wanderers
stress.
almost.
I- Yeah, well, I stress. I struggle with time on Earth, but
Right. Well, maybe this is why we're here. Do you feel like this is a place that you have been before?
yes,
Okay. Do you feel like this might be where you're from?
I think. Um, no, I don't know. It's hard to tell
Okay. Well, we'll get down to
because
the ground and we'll find out.
I feel like the the orb, the bus was almost hinting that Andromeda is home or it's where I originally came from, but I could be wrong. It just feels like that. But I
Yeah.
also kind of
Yes.
feel like I might be in Pleiades.
This right here.
It might be,
Okay. Might be Pleiades. All
but I
right.
think I'm having trouble landing or like it feels like
Like, is there a
I'm getting
breeze
this.
blowing you up or something, or the?
No, I'm like getting distracted.
Well, there you go again, right? That's how you are.
Hmm.
But this is the point: is to enjoy the ride and see what we see and experience things, right? So there's nothing wrong with that. Are you seeing any plants or forest or lakes or rivers or mountains or I mean, what's the topography look like there? We know the sky is pink. What else can you tell me about this
Hmm.
place as you're drifting down?
Um, it seems like I'm coming to a flat part, but like there are mountains in the distance.
Okay. Any bodies of water or interesting land masses that you can comment on as you're coming closer?
There is water. There's like I feel like it's an ocean to them, but
Hmm.
it's more like a lake to me.
Hmm. And when you look up at the sky, do you see any stars or twinkling like we might hear, or the sun or anything like that?
There's clouds.
Okay. And what's your sense of what's up above that if the clouds were not there?
It's just space like where I just came from.
Okay, excellent. And as we look down on the ground and we're looking at this thing, it seems similar to an ocean. Would you say that this, well, first of all, do you think there's life inside of it? Like if
Yes.
we have fish and things like that, they would have some?
There's like some large creatures.
Can you see them or feel them, connect with them at all?
I'm almost connecting with them or feeling them. Like I can see the water moving where they are, but I can't see them.
Okay.
And I just keep thinking of dolphins, even though I know they're not dolphins.
Well, I mean,
But
just like
now,
we're from
oh,
another place, the dolphins might be from another place too. We don't know. Why don't we ask them?
oh yeah, and I've heard that before. I feel like they're making dolphin noises now.
Ask them if they are related to the dolphins on Earth, if you can.
They said yes.
Wow. Okay. And are they in communication with the dolphins on Earth?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. And what's the reason for there being dolphins on this planet and dolphins on Earth? Why wouldn't they all be in the same place?
Oh, they said the dolphins on Earth are kind of like antennas to
So it helps
them.
them to connect to the Earth?
It helps these creatures to connect to Earth.
Say that again?
No. Oh, I was asking if you meant,
Well, you
does it,
said the dolphins are like antennas. What does that mean?
well, the dolphins like send signals to space, to
Hmm.
other planets.
Hmm.
And they're carrying, the dolphins on Earth are carrying a high vibration that came from, I think originally from this planet that I'm on,
Okay.
with the lake
And
ocean.
can they tell us a name for this planet, what we would call it on Earth?
Don't think we have a name for it on Earth.
Okay. Do they have a name for it there?
So I'm almost hearing like rose,
Rose?
like it has like the energy of like rose quartz and like
Hmm.
roses, and everything is very pink.
Oh, I was going to say that's why the sky is the water pink also?
The water, it looks like the ocean, or like to me the Great Lakes here, when there's like a pink sunset shining on them and the water is blue, but it's like crystal clear blue that's glowing pink, and it's just got all this light in it.
I'm so jealous. That sounds so wonderful. It's so pretty to look at. And
Yeah.
so when the dolphins came from this planet to Earth, did they use Al to get there, or how did they get there?
No. They
Do
did not.
they swim through space? I mean, do they
No.
teleport? How do they get to Earth
Well,
originally?
they were born on Earth, but
So like incarnated there.
they are incarnated on Earth, but it's not so much that they had lives on this planet before, but these bigger dolphin like creatures that are in the water here are like the mothers. They're like the mother of dolphins.
Okay. Okay. And how many of them are there on this planet? The one you're on?
There's 17.
17?
Hmm.
Okay. And are they all together in a pod or a family unit, or are they spread out across that planet?
They all communicate. There's really only one body of water
Hmm.
on the whole planet.
Okay. And this is the one. Okay. You
Yeah.
say it's like a large lake or a small ocean.
Yeah. To this planet, it is like it's their only body of water. It's just
Okay.
the water that
Okay.
it's like their
And
source of life.
you say there's 17 of them. Do they have a like a hive mind, or are they separate?
They have a hive mind, but they have like individuality, like they play together, just like dolphins.
Oh, how fun! How fun! And how long are their lives there? If we were to measure it in human time.
Seems like they just live forever.
Okay.
They've
Okay.
been there forever.
Okay. And are there other life forms on this planet other than them?
Yes.
Okay. And do they interact with those other life forms?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
They're like they don't talk to them, but they're like all the whoever lives on this planet that are like the people,
Hmm.
or like the equivalent of humans, I guess. They
Hmm.
they have like a high regard for these water creatures. They're like, it's not like it's their god or anything, but like they like ask permission of them before they build something, or they
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like how Native Americans are with the animals around them or how they were.
Right, they live in
Like
unity.
they do, and but they don't think that they're better than these animals. If anything,
Mhm.
these creatures are like not better than
Revered.
them, but higher than them, like
Mhm,
holier, and they're
mhm. And have
kind
the
of like,
human go ahead.
oh, it's kind of like the dolphins on Earth and on maybe other planets are like antennas to them,
Mhm.
and then they are like an antenna to source.
Wow, how interesting.
Yeah,
And
I'm
the
seeing like a tree, like how like a family tree, but in like 3D with
mhm.
like but made of light, like connecting to from source to like the dolphins on Earth.
Hopefully you can remember that image and maybe you can draw it for us sometime or something.
I will. I'll
Oh,
try.
that would be great. I'm not good at drawing, but
Oh, I paint. I paint. That's perfect.
oh, oh, well, I would love that painting.
I
Now,
will see what I can do.
okay, okay. Now, the humanoid type beings, have they been there as long as the dolphin beings, or are they kind of newer to the planet?
They've been there a while, not as long, but
Right.
they've been like living in harmony with the creatures for a long time.
Do they ever have any issues with beings from other planets coming there and trying to kind of mess with their delicate balance or their ecosystem or take over or anything like that?
No, they said that I wouldn't have been able to come if they hadn't invited me, like welcomed me.
Oh,
They wouldn't let someone come who had bad intentions. It would be impossible because the vibration is too high there.
what dimension would this planet be on, or density?
They're saying like the dolphin things are saying like, oh, sixth-ish, seventh-ish.
Okay, okay, yeah, I'm sure it all kind of blends together a little bit there. So the
They're
idea,
they don't really care. They don't like talk about that. They're like,
right?
somewhere in there, maybe eighth.
Okay, okay. And by the way, this race with the 17 dolphin beings, do they have a name for their race, or their collective, or their group?
Something like Rose Madonna or like Rose Quartz Madonna,
Rose Quartz
which
Madonna.
makes which is funny, but because Madonna, but it makes sense because they're like a mother species.
Right, right. And are they a mother to species other than just dolphins? Like, I don't know, maybe whales or porpoises or sea lions or whatnot?
Yeah, all of the sea creatures, but
Hmm.
the dolphins are the only ones who like the dolphins match their vibration. They're like the highest
Hmm.
vibrational sea creature or maybe creature on Earth. That's kind of unclear, but the dolphins are the only ones that communicate with them,
Hmm. Can
even
the
though
dolphins hear them as good as they can hear the dolphins?
yes,
Wow.
the
And so,
dolphins are totally aware.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
So, we always hear how smart the dolphins are. Um, and they're saying that the dolphins are the highest vibrational item in the sea, and they might even be the highest vibrational creature on the whole planet. Is that right?
they said right now they are,
Okay.
but that what's happening with humans right now,
Mhm.
they're soon going to match that. And definitely the dolphins are far ahead right now, but the humans are evolving to get to that place too.
Okay. And is there anything they would like to share with us? A cheerful message about the end goal or the destination of humanity based on where it's heading now?
oh, they just like, I just, I didn't get words, but it was like this amazing feeling, like a shower of light of all different colors with like
Hmm.
crystals and gems in it. Like
Hmm.
we
So,
are we are heading to a place where not a physical place, but a vibrational place where there's just going to be so much more joy.
wow.
We won't be like stressed and worrying, and we'll be harmonious.
Hmm. Wonderful.
And I asked them how soon, and they said it's a process, and
Hmm.
it will it will be a while in Earth time, but we're it's happening, and we're seeing and feeling it happen already.
Okay. And it seems like as each wave comes at us, that more and more people are starting to open up and feel it. Is this right? And this is part of the way the process works?
Yes, and they said that the more people that awaken, even just a little,
Hmm.
affects everyone.
Okay.
And so we can't hold back from helping other people awaken,
Mhm.
because it's you can't be selfish about it, or not selfish, but like, what's the word?
Like release judgment of people that aren't
No,
where we're at.
no, like anyone who wants to be like one of the first ones to get there or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like when
Right. It's not about competition.
people wanting to be ahead of everyone else at evolving,
Hmm.
it's to our benefit to not hold ourselves lower in vibration, like stay on your path, but pull others up, because it affects all of us.
Right. So
So
if
the
go
more
ahead.
people we can uplift, the better. And don't keep it for yourself, you know?
So like if I were to get in a rush and I was to get there ahead of everybody else, now I'm not there to inspire people and to bring them with me and to help uplift the collective unconscious.
No, they said you're doing that. Like you are helping uplift right now, and
But I mean, like
they're
if I was
just
to go too fast, I would get so far ahead, or not just me, but anybody. If a person was to go too fast, get too far ahead, now they're not helping everybody as much. Is that what I'm hearing?
it's maybe more how, like, you know how some people are kind of like, oh, I can't wait, I want to be the first one to get to 5D before everyone else.
Right, it's a race.
It is kind of competitive, like
Mm-hmm.
that competition
Mm-hmm.
that is so prevalent on Earth,
Mm-hmm.
that's in like, oh, all
Right.
throughout the business world, and like
Mm-hmm.
sports, and just people
Right.
trying to cut each other down. It doesn't exist in the future.
Right.
And
Because that's not unity that way.
yeah, and if the more we get out of that now,
Mm-hmm.
we and uplift other people,
Mm-hmm.
the
So the
faster everyone will get there.
so the point is to not push, but to lay back and be a state of allowing and let it unfold as it will.
Yes, but like
Okay.
help people that are lower in vibration too,
Mm-hmm.
or that
Mm-hmm.
need it, because you always hear that not everyone's going to ascend or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually everyone is. And even if just a few people are doing that now,
Mm-hmm.
it's beneficial to those few
Mm-hmm.
to bring as many with as possible. It'll
And
be
sometimes,
easier for everyone.
sometimes, like so many of the people that come to me for sessions, they say, "How can I help my kids or my parents to move them forward?" And so often it's like, well, they're not open to it. How do we help those other people that we're supposed to be helping?
Oh, thank you for asking, because
Oh, I
I
love you.
wanted to ask that too, and I forgot. And yeah, should I ask them?
Yeah, let's ask the dolphins. We'll ask other people that we run into as well, but we're talking to the Rose Quartz Madonnas right now.
They don't mind that we're laughing at their name, but they,
They seem very
but
friendly and nice, and
they
we're
said
so
that
fun.
they don't have language, and that's the closest thing they could come up with for us to understand it in ours.
Works for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go
So
back to the question: how do we, as quote unquote light workers, or people that might be slightly farther along the path, how do we reach back and pull people up?
just by being around them, and it's hard. They know that it's hard when we are around a lot of low vibrational people to keep ours up, because sometimes it's depressing and they'll drag us down, but just keep asking them for to transmit this energy to us, and we can spread it to other people just by being near them. We almost don't even have to interact. It's nice if we do, but um,
The idea is to
and
just be and then allow, and they will just see, and when the time is right, be inspired. We don't have to talk them into anything.
yeah, so right now what I'm seeing that they're showing me is like me in my earthly body at my job with like people that are in a foul mood around like unfriendly people, and like me asking, and there's like, or just thinking of them, of the Rose Quartz Madonnas.
Mhm.
And it's almost like a portal opens up on my top of my head, and this pink light comes through full of like the little jewels, and
Like
it
radiate
doesn't come,
from you.
yeah, it doesn't come out of my hands like when you do healing work. It
Uh-huh.
like Reiki, it just like radiates out of my whole being, and like
Correct.
the field around my earthly body, and no one else can see it, but they
You can
say
feel
like
it.
if I ask, or if any of us ask, like send me, if you're in a low place,
Uh-huh.
like if you're in a low vibrational area, like even with the town that you, or the place you were saying you live, where
Uh-huh.
there's like the weird
Yeah,
energy, like
at the land. Yeah, tell me.
yeah, just ask them for this energy, and you'll know you're receiving it, because it just feels like this super high vibration, but it's like a cooling mist, like a pink sparkly, it's very gentle. It's not like energizing, it's like calming, but I just find myself radiating. I'm seeing my earthly self like radiating this,
So the
but no
more
one
you
else.
focus on them, you could make that field sort of radiate out farther at a time by focusing on them, and it would impact more people. Is that right?
They said you could, but it's like, I'm just thinking of when you're in a situation or a place where it feels very low, and you want to help the people around you, like uplift them without even saying anything to them. You can just ask for this energy to come from, just think of these dolphins, or even just think of dolphins swimming in the ocean on earth, and you can ask for this and you'll receive it, and your job then is to just let it radiate out of you, and it'll affect the people around you. They might not even react, they might still not even say hi to you. It's just
But
on
they
a
might.
very subtle level, that's what you can do to be helping them elevate. And it's, it's better than trying to explain everything to them,
So much better.
'cause, yeah, that won't work most of the time.
Yeah.
So if you're around really like religious people with staunch beliefs, or just lower vibrations, like if you have to go into Walmart or something.
And people that wouldn't be open to your words could
Yeah,
just.
no one can block this vibration. That's what I'm hearing. No matter how negative they are, no one can block this,
It's
even if
amazing.
they actually try.
Okay. Right,
But
as
no
if they
one would
even
want
know
to.
where to try, but even if they did, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, and a lot of people can't feel like, oh, weird, there's this subtle energy near me. Like, people aren't going to think that, but it's doing more than we know. It's just getting that top layer of whatever's blocking them and keeping them in 3D and keeping them low. It's like layers, and that's just,
That
it's
big,
it's activating something in them, even if it won't play out for a few years in them.
right? But it'll kind
You
of
just,
be a spark that gets the ball rolling.
yeah, any aware person just consciously doing this, you're activating other people.
Okay. Okay. Well, I sure hope there's something you guys can do towards bringing the right type of people to see this when we make a video out of it, so we can really spread this message. Now, the next question I want to ask is, this is something I could do every day, as many times a day as I want, and I wouldn't be putting the Rose Quartz Madonnas out at all, impinging upon their privacy or free will.
Oh no, they said there's more than enough of us to share, and they're like,
I don't want to bother anybody, you know.
no, they're huge. They're so big, and
Okay.
they're just made of this big energy.
Okay.
And
And
they know they're getting it from source,
mhm,
and they're like diffusing it into, because we couldn't handle straight bright white, like source energy is so bright and white that some, it could blow up a human.
steps it
But
down to a level where we can absorb it better.
yeah, but it's not like, it still carries that high vibration. It's not like lowering it for us lowly humans. It's like, it's just translating it to what we can understand right now
Right. So when
and
we go
making
from
it,
white to pink, it kind of makes it softer in a way.
it does. Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
And they're saying pink
Okay.
is the color of love, and that it's like the true color of the heart chakra. Like, we think of it as green,
Right.
but there's so much pink in it, they're saying.
Right. Right. Okay. And then you guys touch on something that's really near and dear to my heart that I just want to explore a little bit. I've been told that the lands where I live, maybe 200 years ago, some really nasty things happened, and it'd be nice if I could help to kind of heal those things. If there were things that were dead or trapped in the ground or lost, haven't made it back to the light like they should, I can also call on the Rose Quartz Madonnas, walk around the neighborhood, and that will help to release these things or to bring them back to the light.
Yes, they said that these native peoples where you are um, more connected. They know they are connected to them, but they're more familiar with the dolphins. So you can even just
Just think of
think about
dolphins,
the dolphins, but
like
you're
dolphins
welcome to think of them
rescuing
too.
dead
Since,
Indians from the ground. That's what you want me to think of.
well, what they're oh, what they're okay.
It just seems a little. I'm like, I'm going to tell that to people, but go ahead.
No, it's interesting that, okay, so they're talking to both of us because actually Emily, where she lives, is also there. The other day, she was hiking, and there was the place where she hikes. Her friend told her that it's actually also an Indian burial ground, and there's kind of like a vortex there. So you both can use this at
Okay.
those places. And anyone else listening, there are lots more burial grounds than we know about.
Right. Like pretty
Especially,
much everywhere you are, there's something in the ground that needs to be healed, right?
oh yeah, in the United States, there are
Mhm.
so many
Yes.
people buried.
Croatia, where Emily's going to be going. What's going on there?
Oh, I just saw dolphins, even though I don't think that there are I could be wrong. I actually don't know very much about
Well, it's
dolphins,
a peninsula,
but
so you're surrounded by the ocean.
it's the sea, and I don't think there are dolphins there. There definitely are not whales.
Mhm.
Actually, I could be wrong. I don't really know, but I'm seeing like dolphins, like just their energy. I don't know if they physically live there, but
Can the Rose Quartz Madonnas, I mean, we could talk to somebody else about this, but let's see if they can comment on the topic of why Emily might be called to that area, and is it to heal the land with what we're learning here today? Or is there
they
another?
said, oh yes, that land needs some healing, is what I heard, and they can help, and that they said they will bring more helpers in for that area in particular. But
We can use Emily as a beacon of light, or a vehicle or a vessel to spread that healing around, just kind of wherever she goes in that area.
yes, definitely.
And that's really all that needs to be done. I mean, she doesn't need to, like, get out of fire and dance around naked and howl at the moon or anything.
She doesn't need to do that, but there is going to be a little more to it than just standing around radiating.
Can you talk to us about that?
Um, their job is what they just told us, like
Who else
to
is going to be helping them?
ancestors and other guides.
So she's just
But
going to.
the dolphins will be there too if she wants to, if she needs them, and call on them every day. And the dolphins and the Madonnas.
Well, hopefully, as it all begins to unfold for you, Emily, you can come back to the Woo Woo channel and we'll spread the good word. Okay.
Yes, definitely.
You're not going to. They're going to need more than just you over there. It sounds like.
Maybe I'll make my own woo woo channel.
Well.
Call it something else, the Rose Quartz Madonna channel.
Oh, how awesome will that be?
That
Okay.
would be awesome.
I'll be your first subscriber.
Yeah, and they're saying, thank you, and they're saying keep laughing. That they're very playful, just like dolphins.
Mhm.
Even though they're huge, they're 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 like Loch Ness monster size, but they're like jumping around, and like they're not coming out of the water though, they're staying in, but they're so playful, and they laugh a lot, and they said it's very good for you, and everyone needs to start laughing more.
Okay. Well, I think that's sounds like fun instructions. I'll try to do that. Um,
Yes.
and also, when we were coming down to this planet, we were kind of wondering if this has anything to do with the Pleiades, or what star system or area this planet might be in, might associate it with.
I I'm hearing like Pleiades, like yes, but then I also heard someone say Lyra, like, and now I'm like, is it Pleiades or Lyra? And I can't tell.
Maybe they're close to each other.
It's it's almost like they're one, or like they carry the same energy or something, but I don't know if they're physically close to each other or not.
I don't think it's real important anyway. I was just curious because it was something, kind of a little thought that came across your head as we were going down. I just wanted to explore it. Now, in a moment here, I feel like we've gotten just a ton from the Rose Quartz Madonnas, but we want to go out and explore a little more too while we're here. We don't get here that often. Is there anything
Right.
else that they would like to say to you, me, viewers at home before we move along?
Just keep playing. They said always play. They say play is more important than work. And it might not seem like that on your planet right now, but don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And
Okay.
soon we'll all see.
So anything you do that you think is fun is good, and do more of it. It doesn't. There's no specific kind of play, right?
Yes, play and laugh and be happy.
Whatever brings joy,
Mm.
and if it brings laughter, then it's even better.
Yeah, and they said that if you're stressed, if you can't do those things because of stress, like just think of their pink. You can even just think of like pink light
Mhm.
will take away stress,
So we
or
just think
call on them,
light
or
and move.
both.
Go ahead.
I just said, or call on them, or both. Like think of pink light, or ask them for pink light, or just call on them,
Call
and it's very stress relieving.
them.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys very, very much. We really appreciate you for spending time with us, and allowing Emily to come by and experience this wonderful place. Can you point us in a direction of something else that we should go see while we're here that would be impactful?
I just really want to go swimming, just really quickly.
Swimming, go play.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Tell me what the water feels like.
Oh, it's amazing. Oh, the water here, it like, you don't have to try to swim. It like propels you. And the dolphins, the Madonnas, they rub up against you and they throw you around. Oh, it's really fun,
It's almost like when people go swimming with the dolphins here.
but way better. It's
Well, I've
way
never done either
better.
one, so I can't really comment.
I mean, I had never done that either, but it's like swimming in pure light. And no matter where you go, you're touching a dolphin, and it's like got the smoothest skin, and I just feel recharged and like refreshed.
So now you know what that will feel like whenever you call on their energy, and maybe you feel like you're not getting enough done or stressing at work. That's what.
Yeah, and they said that's why I love swimming so much,
Have you always been
because
drawn to water and swimming?
yes, always, and when I'm not, I don't feel like myself. But they said it's because I use I'm hearing like you grew up doing this, so or I must have lived there and swam every day at some point in time.
Well, let's ask them. Did you ever have an incarnation on this particular planet that we're at right now?
Yes, it sounds like
And
maybe I was there right before.
just
There,
before Earth,
maybe
did they send you down as a dolphin originally, or and then you were a human, or did you just come right down as a human?
they said dolphin, which
You had a
is
life as a
funny.
dolphin?
I guess I've never thought that before.
Maybe you should go swimming with the dolphins there one time. We'll see if there's some over there in Croatia after all.
Yeah,
So you were a dolphin and then you were a human, and so you've had two lives on Earth?
they said I had to be a dolphin before I could be a human
Mhm.
because I couldn't lower my vibration enough coming
Mhm.
from there.
So it's a
I would have
process.
to becoming a human. Like if I had gone straight to human, I would have gone insane. And I had to lower it slowly, which dolphins are lower because they're on a more dense planet,
Right,
but
right,
they're still the highest on this planet.
right. So that makes them a good vehicle to allow
Yes,
the Rose Quartz Madonnas to
yes.
come to the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, that's probably like, that's why the dolphins are there.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
They they said humans would already be gone if there weren't dolphins keeping the
What is that?
vibration higher, keeping the vibration up on the planet.
Oh, okay.
They said humans would not have lasted very long at all.
Okay. Because of all the negative energies, we would just killed all each other and ruined the planet so fast, something
And
like
not
that.
even negative, but just lower vibration. Like humans' vibrations, the even the collective one is lower than Gaia, actually. So, like, the dolphins are kind of like a buffer
So it's like we
to,
would have gone crazy.
yeah, like humans are supposed to be here, or there wouldn't have been dolphins. And I heard them say that we wouldn't have made it past cave people
What do you mean made it
without,
past cave people? Oh, we
like,
wouldn't have made it if it weren't for the dolphins.
humans wouldn't have made it past the age of, like, the Stone Age if it
Right.
hadn't been for
Wow.
dolphins. And I don't even know if there were dolphins then, but the
That's
energy
the
was
next
here.
question, though. Were the dolphins here before us or not?
I don't know, but the energy was here from the rose quartz. Energy was in the oceans.
And so when we say that, so we could say that you originate from this planet, and you don't originate from the humanoids on this planet. You originate more from the rose quartz crystal Madonnas.
Yes, that was one of my homes. But I have many, and
Do they
this
want to talk
was the
about any
one.
other ones here today?
Yes, they said.
Tell us. Let's hear it.
Well, I keep hearing Lyra. Like, I think we're on Pleiades right now, but I keep hearing Lyra. Like, maybe, maybe
Maybe we'll
a
have Al
connection.
take us there later.
I
That's
just thought about Al. I just thought, like, Al. They said Al will be here soon to take you to
okay.
Lyra, but
Okay.
first turn around because I'm at the beach, and they said turn around and look at the civilization.
Let's have a look at it. What's it like? Ask for clarity.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's like imagine if a big city, like an Earth one, was like the way it should be, like plants everywhere and green, and oh yeah, there's like vines growing everywhere, and they're eating they're these things that are like people. They really look like people a lot, and they're eating right off of like vines. And
But you just walk out your front door and grab a leaf and go.
yeah, you it's like they don't even have to cook. They just eat whenever they're hungry off of things that are, I don't recognize the plants, but it's almost like a grapevine and someone eating grapes or something, but they're like more light. They have more light in them than a grape. It's
But
they
like the
don't need to,
off the vine is the basic concept.
yeah, they don't need to eat very much of it either because they're just so full of light.
What do the rose quartz Madonnas eat, if they eat at all?
I don't think they do.
Okay, they just like survive off of the light from the creator. Then I guess.
Yeah, they're just connected to source, so that's how they feed, and that's what that's how they live.
Do they sleep?
No, they rest a little bit, but they're not like resting, like sleeping. They're almost like meditating. I see them like recharging, even though they're always charged. I see them just like sitting still and getting light beamed down to them.
All right, so let's give them a hug and a kiss and say thank you. And we're going to go move towards the city and see what we can find out there that is also interesting.
Okay.
Now, one thing I want to know about the city is I had heard in a recent session that on Earth we won't have floors in our houses anymore because we'll be connected directly to Gaia. So I'm curious to see if any of these dwellings have floors in them.
Yeah, I noticed that they definitely don't have like pavement and sidewalks.
Right. Okay.
It's like a soft ground.
Are there
And
grasses or anything like that growing? Weeds? I don't know.
there's a wood betony plant here.
But
It's
let's go talk to
glowing.
it.
It's glowing.
Let's go talk to the wood
Oh,
Bethany
yeah.
plant.
Oh, so you know what? I just made the connection.
Tell me.
Um, the flowers on this plant are like a very like deep pink, like a fuchsia magenta kind of, and they carry this energy. Like
Oh,
I told you that it's an anti-stress, like calming medicine,
right. Okay.
and you can actually feel the vibration of this planet when you take wood betony. Now everybody's gonna want it.
Right.
I better make some and sell it, because no, I'm not gonna exploit you, but I'm talking to the plant. I will
Right,
never
right.
exploit this plant, but it is an herb that's been forgotten about to many people, even some herbalists. Like, I mean, they all know what it is, but a lot of
No.
people just don't think to use it. There are other plants that calm people and that help digestion and all the other things it does, but it was popular in like old English times because it was so dark and cloudy, and this plant brings light. And
To eat it to survive?
could you eat it to survive?
Like nourishment
On
off of it, not other than just calming?
on Earth, no, but on this planet, yes. And yeah, it's like floating on a cloud when I
So when
mean
we
you
say
can get that sensation from it.
the wood betonies on Earth came from this planet, much like the dolphins.
I'm hearing like a mixed, like, yes, this plant is from Gaia, but she is also from here, like
So
her
the plant's from
energy.
Gaia, but the energy of calming that it gives comes from this planet.
Yes.
And are there any other features of uses of this particular plant that maybe we don't know about that would be advisable to explore?
She's saying, like, put me in the water, put me in spray bottles, put me everywhere. And just like you emit the pink light, like bring this plant to people and hide it like dried leaves in like Walmarts. Like, like
Just drop them around wherever you go. Whoops, I dropped some wood betony.
yes,
So you could take it in a spray bottle and you would spray it in the corners of your house, and now your house is going to have a really calm, cool vibration to it.
yes. And like you can just I was just imagining like a person in a big box store just walking past people and secretly spraying.
Put it, slip it into their pocket or
But
something.
no, but it said don't do that. Just you you can just spray yourself with it, or like spray a room with it, and anyone who walks in there, or spray the outside of your car, and wherever you drive it will go. And like, or
Oh, that's
you don't
cool.
even yeah, you don't even have to do it physically. You can just think about it. And
So
this
just like
plant,
Rose Quartz Madonnas, you're just bringing that energy into your field, and it's going
yeah,
to.
yeah, and this plant really wants to help humanity right now. And it she really has like an affinity for the kind of like, starseed, alien, wanderer, light worker, people who feel like they don't maybe always belong, or aren't from Earth, and like, the whole "what am I doing here" thing complex that a lot of us have. She really wants to help those people.
So maybe you get one of those and you put it on your windowsill, and you're going to gain some clarity, not feel so foreign here.
Yes, but yeah, or even just think about her, or like look at a picture, and she wants to help everyone else in humanity too, like the more earthbound people, or the everybody else. um she she's here to uplift us and take away the stress. And oh, so she used to be a lot more popular and common, and like even in medicine they used her. But when people started getting, when stress started to become a way of life, this plant became less popular. And
Wanted the stress?
yeah, when stress became a way of life here, like on Earth, when stress, when like in industrial times, like when people started rushing and like working too much, and when what I mean, when like the
They
age
just
of like,
would Bethany go by the wayside. They were too busy to even think about it.
yes,
When she says she's good at medicine, what medicine could she be used for, or what kind of ailments would she be used to treat?
um well, everything's caused by stress, she said. So
Right. So then your
she said,
cancers and other things like this, ulcers.
yeah, definitely ulcers, anything digestive. um High blood pressure because it's stress
Oh yeah.
related, and or at least when it is stress related, but even if it's not, um yeah, she just wants to help us, uplift us. And
So any stress-related illness, or what we might call an illness, any stress-related concerns, then would we just like, could we eat it in a recipe, or I don't know, grind it down and make a pill, or just
oh
squirt
no, don't make pills, she said.
it?
um
Sorry, force a habit.
she said you need to taste me and
Okay.
make
So
a
you just eat the
tea,
leaf.
and or eat the leaf. I've eaten the leaves, they're pretty good.
The flowers, the flower better to eat, or the roots? What's the difference?
No, don't. It's, you can't really eat the flowers. The flowers make good medicine, but they're also nice to just put in your house or just look at them.
Right, right. Give you that feeling.
Yeah.
Are you restricted as far as climate zones where you're most hardy and able to grow?
So not really.
Okay,
Anywhere that there's water, at least nearby somewhere.
okay. That's wonderful. Is there anything else that the Wood Betony would like to say to me, you, or the people watching at home in the future? Maybe a message for humanity or something.
She just says love
Thank you.
and also relax.
Right? So it's more like the dolphins are telling us to have more fun. The Wood Betony's telling us to just chill.
Yeah, but they go together.
Right.
Everything on this planet here is telling us not to work, or at least not so hard.
Help before you even touch ground.
Hmm?
That was what you felt before you even touched the ground. Is you're coming in on a parachute and you're thinking, well, they don't really work around here. You know, everything gets
No,
done,
but
but I don't know how. How does everything get done if nobody works?
it seems like they do, but they don't stress out about it. They just, everybody pitches in, and they work together, and it's all their building and everything is like very natural, and it was less effort than like what we did on Earth.
They don't
It
have any kind
doesn't,
of,
yeah, they don't have like bulldozers or anything like that.
and there's no economy. There's no like money or anything. It's just people just trade, sit, or just everybody just helps each other.
They just, yeah, they just have everything they need, and if they need something, they'll ask the dolphins, or the dolphins will get it, bring it down from source.
It's wonderful. And are
Yeah.
there one of these beings around that we could just get a closer look at and see how they differ from humans in appearance and see if they want to talk to us?
Sure.
Say
I'm seeing this woman come forward.
hi.
Hi. She's got she's got really big eyes.
What's her ears like?
They're almost like pointy.
What color's her hair?
It's like orangish.
What's her skin like?
Everything here has like a pink tone, like her skin too.
And just like even now, if you look up at the sky, it's still going to look pink.
Yeah, I mean there's like the full spectrum of colors is here, but everything just has this pink tone.
Tint or tinge to it.
Hmm.
And this being here that's in front of you, does she have a name?
She sounds like she's like speaking in tongues or something when she says it, or not in tongues, but like
That's something you
it's
could pronounce easily.
it's like shalalala, sha sha sha, something like.
She's speaking.
It's very pretty. It's a very pretty name. It's very flowy.
Is there a name for their race that we would be able to comprehend?
Yeah, she said we are the Rose Quartz people,
These first people, okay. Okay.
but not people though. That's just what she called them, but so I would understand.
Right, right. And so, do they, all the beings on this planet, do they have some kind of connection with the crystal that we call rose quartz on this planet?
Yes.
Okay. And how does that connection manifest to us? Or what's the nature of that connection?
She said they're what makes it pink or rose.
Oh, okay. So it would be a regular quartz, but since it has the vibration of this planet, it turns kind of pinkish.
Yes.
And it reminds us of this planet because it's just got that tint to it, like everything on this planet.
Yes. And the pink is love. Like they just infuse it with love.
Right. So if you have rose quartzes around your house, it's just like having the wood betony or thinking of the Madonnas.
Yes.
Wonderful. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we really appreciate her for coming through today and being willing to talk to us. Is there anything, any message that she would like to give to Emily or humanity as a whole as we move on our path?
She said stay calm and someday your planet could be more like this.
That's wonderful.
And she said thank you for going down there to help.
Oh, right, because you were from here originally and
Yes.
gone there just for no reason. You're there for a reason on Earth.
Yes.
You have a mission on Earth that you were sent specifically to do from here?
She said that the dolphins might be able to give me a better answer than her.
Let's go back. Let's go talk to the dolphins real quick and see what they have to say about that here. What was the reason
Okay.
they
I
stepped
just
you
want
through a dolphin into a human? What was the reason for all that?
to, okay, I want to add something about that girl real quick first. I was kind of like, where are my friends and family here? But I don't think, I think everyone there is friends and family, and she was just representing all of them. It wasn't like, oh,
Right.
I need to go find my group of people.
Okay. So
And
that's
so that's something that's strange for me on Earth too. And so it made sense.
right. It's good. It's a good lesson that we can learn from here. Is that once again it's that unity. We're all one type of thing.
Yeah,
There's nobody that's your friend because there's nobody that's your enemy.
exactly.
All right, let's go talk to the dolphins about your mission. We slipped our mind while we were there.
Okay, let's do that.
I guess we can
Okay, I'm back at the beach.
And we just want to ask the Madonnas, what was their intent for sending you to Earth in the first place?
They're like, you volunteered.
What was your intent when you volunteered? And
I
was it
wanted to I wanted to bring I heard that they didn't have what we have here as far as that pink loving energy, and I wanted to bring, or they didn't have enough of it anyway. It wasn't a part of everyone's daily life like it was. It's not obvious. They had some on Earth, but I came to like bring more of it and spread it around and um, affect more of the planet, bring it more to the surface.
Okay, yeah, because it's like those wood betonies, they're there, but nobody's using them.
Yes. Well, people are starting to now, and some people never stopped.
Mhm.
Oh, and yeah, the people in Croatia never stopped using it.
Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, and do they have any guidance that they can give you as you move along your path and to help you fulfill your mission to a greater level than what you are even now?
They said just keep asking and for the light to come through you from us.
Don is okay.
Do it every day. Do it many times every day. Whenever you think of it, and do it whenever you're around any other people, or anytime you go into a building, and
Like
even
you're
do
saying,
it when you're by
Walmart,
yourself.
work, if you're in a taxi cab.
I don't actually go to Walmart, but maybe I should start just to bring good energy.
My gift to humanity. I'm going to Walmart.
That's my purpose on earth, is to go to Walmart and no,
You can go
just
walk
to,
around town, right? You can go by the schools and the churches. And, I mean, it's like there's a lot of places
yeah,
you
but
need
they
to get
did
out, right? So you can't just stay in your house. I think that's part of it, right?
exactly, and I can't anyway. I don't have the desire to just stay in the house, but they said that's why I'm often in low vibrational cities and areas like this one is
And you're
I'm
wondering, like, why would I be here? This doesn't seem like me. I don't resonate.
well, I had a suspicion that there's a reason, something to do with helping the extremely low vibration, but um, now I know. But yeah, many of us, many people that are human right now that are from this planet or that are light workers, even if they've never been to this planet, are in lower vibrational places and stuck there just so they, because they
Yeah.
need to bring something higher to them, those
That's why they have
areas.
that feeling of, I don't belong here. This doesn't seem right. And it is right because that's where they're supposed to be and that's what they're supposed to be doing.
Yes, it's true.
So a lot of people that are having this feeling that are watching this video and they might be having a feeling like, I shouldn't be here. This isn't the right, everybody's in the perfect place then.
Yes.
And you just follow your calling. And when you feels like it's time to go somewhere else, you go there.
Yeah.
Wonderful. That's very, very helpful.
They said they'll guide us where to go next. And they have helped guide me to to go to Croatia soon. It was partially them who kind of planted that seed.
But they also wanted you to come by where you're at now and hang out there a little bit first.
Yes.
Wonderful. Wow, that's so neat. Um, and then the last place you were at, which kind of felt wrongish, now you know why you were there too.
Oh, that place didn't feel wrong until near the end.
Oh,
But
okay.
yes, that is a higher vibrational place though, much, much higher. But they said, we need to go to those places too sometimes. And we
Yes,
need
you
to
can
enjoy
be
our
part of
lives. And we deserve to go to those places because that's more who we are than these lower places.
Once again, it's not about work, work, work.
No.
Enjoying yourself, and
Mhm.
that will radiate from your being, the joy that you have, and then you can just take that with you.
Yes.
That's so wonderful. Ah, getting a little choked up here. It's such
Oh,
good energy from these guys.
yes, they have very good energy.
Okay, so let's go up to Al here before we just, you pulled me into your thing of just meandering around, right?
I'm sorry.
But let's
No,
go up.
Al's there. Al's there. He's waiting. He's right there. He's like, yeah, come on.
All right, let's go. Let's go check out. I think we're supposed to see Lyra is our next stop, or do we want to stop at Andromeda first?
He said Lyra's on the way.
Yes. Oh,
Really
that's so
funny.
awesome. All right, let's go check out Lyra and see what that's like, and maybe we can chat with Al a little bit on the way.
Okay. We're moving.
I just gotta
We're already.
hear all that.
It's funny. I had to go down on a parachute, but he came right down and got me. I think he got sick of me.
Because he's there when you call him. See, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Beat him. As soon as we started thinking about him. Andromeda Al.
Yep.
Best pal.
Yeah.